Hello, my name is Jalen. There's a viral situation that's happening in the femininity space right now. A woman that goes by Isis Morales, she posted a video talking about how she married a monster. And in that video, she goes in to explain how her husband has been, assaulting her children and doing very, negative things to her as well, SA to her. It's a very controversial situation because, she's a lifestyle girly. She was talking about hypergamy and being a trophy wife just to have certain things like this happening behind closed doors. First of all, I want to give my heart out to her. I understand how much strength it took to walk away, how much strength it took to even post that video and to give people the example of what to do in those situations, because a lot of women in this society, we will see certain things like that and we won't do anything about it because, let's be real, a lot of us have been through that and went through those things and were conditioned with those things as a young child. So the fact that she's getting up, she's being vocal and she's speaking upon herself, that shows her strength and that shows the direction that she's going to go with her career and with her image and everything that she talks about moving forward. Maybe she could talk about showing the red flags of all those things. Here's the deeper issue. This is why I highly suggest that everybody don't just get into the feminine space without also getting into the divine feminine space, understanding what divinity is all about. This is why I preach it's not just about the things and the material and the luxury and the money. And don't get me wrong, baby, I love these things. I have a beautiful lifestyle. And the men that I date are usually very wealthy men, but not at the expense of spirit and emotion. Real masculine energy is protective. It is protective of feminine energy and it is protective of children. Real masculine energy is going to fight to protect tooth and nail all the things that he values, loves, and adores. He would never disrespect women. Real masculine energy provides for women on all levels, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And what I don't want to see and what I am starting to see online is people saying, see, this is why you don't marry rich men. This is why you don't be provided for. No, that's not the situation, because there are billions of people on this planet and not all of them are predators. And guess what? There are rich men that are predators. There are broke men that are predators. This is not a predatory, all men are bad situation, because that's dangerous. But what this is hinting at is why women need to hone in on their divinity, which is one, understanding their intuitive faculties, your intuition, your heart, that soul energy, understanding what authenticity means, not just showing a lifestyle, but really understanding that you can live the full thing. You don't have to settle for a man that disrespects you but gives you nice things. You don't have to settle for a man that gives you nice things but doesn't nourish your spirit or nourish your womb or nourish you in the bedroom. You can understand that on this journey as a single lady, create a space within yourself where you are receptive to all things that are good, which means luxury, emotional fulfillment, wealth, and understanding that the man that comes into your life is going to protect those things and build those things within you. The second key that women must understand from this situation is having an undeniable sense of self-worth. And this is something that cannot be faked, because if you have the intuition, so you're going to start to see red flags, but if you don't do anything about it and you see the red flags, but you continue to stay, you continue to endure the pain or endure the disrespect, endure the mistreatment, endure the toxicity, endure the cheating, it is because you have a lack of self-worth. Feminine energy, real feminine energy, is rooted in self-worth. You realize that you're priceless. You realize that you are a goddess. You realize that you are worthy. So therefore, you will never allow and accept mistreatment in your life. Self-worth is cultivated by doing inner work. So when I see you guys going on, this is why we don't talk to men, this is why I'm never going to talk to a man ever again, trauma has entered the chat. Unprocessed emotions has entered the chat. Unprocessed feelings has entered the chat. Old situations that you have not dealt with that you have not confronted has entered the chat. Because real feminine energy is a heart that is open, a heart that is light. The shadow side of what I've been seeing in the femininity space is this whole thing of, one, a woman gets heartbroken. She goes through this, this trauma or this toxic situation. And then she gets into this place where she has a trauma response and she says, okay, therefore I'm going to play men. I'm going to, I'm going to drain a man of all he got. And I don't care if I like him or not, to the point where, let's be real, I'm gonna be very real. There's a guy in your life, you don't even like the way he looks. He's an old man that you're not even into, but you're gonna open your body to him because he's doing stuff for you materially. That's lifeless, that's soulless. You can have it all. Repeat after me, comment down below. I can have it all. I don't need to settle. I don't have to settle for a man that I'm not attracted to just for the money because I'm fighting back against that man who hurt me. I don't have to settle for that because guess what? If I learn how to make my own money, guess what? You're not going to settle for just bare minimum anything, because if you can have that lifestyle on your own or close to it, why would you endure any emotional or spiritual mistreatment? Self-worth is key. Inner work is key. The shadow workbook is a good one. Check out my courses, my classes, get a consultation with me, but it's not about things. It's about self-worth. Number 3, money. This is why I have always preached women need to have a good relationship with money. It's not just for no reason so we can just solely have nice things. It's because having money gives us the ability to walk away when situations get really weird and shaky. I've seen situations and there's rich men that I've met that are absolutely amazing, and most of them are absolutely amazing inside and out. But guess what? I ran into a couple very wealthy men who tried me. And luckily, I had the wherewithal to walk away because I knew at the end of the day, look, whatever you're doing for me, I can do for myself, or I can figure out a way to get for myself. And I'm not going to endure mistreatment and SA from you because of who you are in society. This is why your money needs to be right, not out of a dangerous place like, oh my God, all men are this, but this is just basic understanding, because guess what? It's very new for women to have money. It's new for us to have money, right? It's new for us to be able to work and have jobs and to create businesses and to do these beautiful things. And because of that, we have a wonky relationship with money, and money directly correlates to self-worth a lot of the times, how we value ourselves. So for every woman who's watching this video, this is not financial advice, I just got to say that. But if you don't have a savings account for yourself, some 3 to 6 months of expenses saved, you need to do that. Make it a priority. If you are not investing small amounts of your money, your monthly or weekly, into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, stocks, the S&P 500, all of these things, you are tripping, because this is literally how you can create passive income by just living your life and investing passively. You'll look up and you'll have all this money saved, all this money stacked that's working for you instead of you having to work. And now when you're dating, you're not dating from a place of desperation. You're dating from a place of, okay, if I have all these things, okay, he's giving me nice things, that's good, as he should, that's what I'm used to. But also, does he love my spirit? Does he love my body? Is he nourishing my womb? Does he pay attention to my needs and my wants? Is he nourishing my soul and my spirit? Is he creating space for me to feel emotionally at peace? Am I attracted to him? That is the kind of man that you commit to. Until then, date, love yourself, and go on your own journey. But you need to make sure your money is in order. Money is important. Download the Capital app. Oh my God, I've been telling you guys about the Capital app for like centuries. I'm not sponsored by them. I just believe in it so much. The Capital app, you can save your money passively. You could do it by fixed amounts or by a percentage of every check that you get. It can just automatically go into a savings account, automatically go into an investment, so that you don't have to think about saving your money and think about investing. It's passively happening for yourself. This is important. Okay? And lastly, if you have intuition, if you have self-worth, if you have money for yourself, you need to understand your values and your boundaries, what you absolutely will not accept and what you absolutely will not accept or go for in your life. Write them down. What are your non-negotiables? Like, what are the things that are an absolute no, I don't care who this man is, I'm gonna walk away. This is also linked to and tied to having an abundance mindset. When we live from scarcity, we don't want to leave situations because we fear that this is the best that it's gonna get. This is the best that it's gonna get. I can't leave because what if no one better comes around? This is an amazing situation. This is the best it's gonna get. That is scarcity talking. Step into an abundance place. Speak life over yourself. I am able to leave the situation because it's not fulfilling, and I know and trust that something better will come into my life. There are way more than enough options for me, and I'm worth the best. And I am better off being alone by myself than being in a situation where I am not being treated respectfully. Honor yourself. Love yourself. Step into your essence. This is not about shaming and shaming every single man and saying that every single man is good and bad or whatever the case is. This is about, I don't know about y'all, but I control my reality, and I know for a fact, because I know my boundaries, I wrote them down. I know my non-negotiables. I don't got to speak them and constantly speak them to other people. My actions are going to speak. If a man talks to me crazy, bye. If I start seeing some red flags, bye. If I'm not being treated the way I need to be treated, bye. You're not giving your body quickly to men, so you're not losing yourself. You're celibate. You're working on yourself, and you're focused on where it is that you're going. You're thinking clearly and logically while you're dating. That's the key. So close your legs. Don't get sexually involved with any man before there's commitment and before he is vetted. This is why boundaries is essential. You need to make sure these men are working for your respect, love, and adoration, children, all that kind of stuff. If he has not proven that he is a good man, and a good man does not just mean money, it is spiritual component, emotional, somebody who has a relationship with the Most High. That is what you're looking for out of a man. Somebody who has wisdom, intelligence, a relationship with the Most High, somebody who does the inner work, somebody who is focusing on themselves, and somebody who's focusing on you. This is the kind of guy you want, someone you are attracted to. This is the kind of guy you want, not just these people that are, I'm living this lifestyle, so that's okay. No, you settled still. You settled still. And like I said, this is not a shaming game. I've been there. There's not in that exact situation, but like I said, I've been close to situations where, and here's another thing, never, first of all, if you're dating as a woman, never go into a random man's house or anything like that. I remember one time this guy, he tried to get me up to his apartment, and this is the first time we saw each other. I wasn't going to do anything with him that night because this is the first time we saw each other. But he was like, oh, come upstairs. I just want to show you the view. Don't listen. I didn't listen. I was young at the time. I went up to his building. And next thing you know, we're in the elevator. He's getting really pushy. We're in the room and he's getting really pushy. He's trying to grab me and trying to pull me, trying to do things. And he's getting out of hand. I had to run out of that room and go downstairs. This was a very, very wealthy man, a very well-known man, that deals with a lot of celebrities. But guess what? I left that situation. Not every woman has the courage to leave that situation because they're being blinded by what is possible. If it's a no, it is a no. Don't feel guilty about leaving and speaking up for yourself. I love Venus and I love Venusian energy, but Venus is self-worth first and foremost at the core. The other side of Venus is the beauty, the art, the luxury. But at the core, it's self-worth and grounded in your own self-worth. You're not going to accept just anything and anyone in your life. You're going to accept only the best. That doesn't stop at just financial fulfillment. It's also emotional fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment, a stand-up guy. This is why I try to show stand-up men on my platform and give you examples of what true divine feminine and masculine energy looks like. Don't settle for just the guy with the money. It's more than just money. If you want me to talk more about that in my experiences so that y'all don't get off track, let me know. But that's what was on my heart to talk about and speak about. I did not like the narratives that I see circling around on the internet about men and stuff like that and about all these things. This is not a other people issue. This is a vetting problem and vetting issue. Yes, I am so sorry that this happened to her, and I understand that hit close to home to me. But we cannot also go around projecting our trauma onto every single man, because that's how we create our reality. And I wouldn't be Jalen if I never spoke upon that and was true to myself when it came to that in this message. That's a dangerous message. That's a dangerous game. And that's how we end up out of alignment with nature, because the powers that be are going to sit around and be like, they're pitting us against each other. They're pitting men and women against each other for a reason. We're supposed to work in harmony. We're supposed to work in balance. It's not supposed to just be a feminine society and just a masculine society. The whole key is balance. You cannot create anything without feminine and masculine energy. It's unification of the energies at the core. Divine unions is what you should aspire after. If you're a single woman, create a space and prepare yourself for a divine union, which means having a divine relationship with yourself. First and foremost, do the inner work, get the therapy, do the course, do the emotional healing component, and also the spiritual and beautification of yourself, the outer work and outer appearance too. It is a process. And also get your money up. Stack your bread. It's not that hard to stack your bread in this society with the internet and wealth. That's a whole other conversation. But I love you. I'm speaking so much love and light to every single person who's watching this video. Share this with a woman who needs to hear this. Share this message out there. Like this video up, because the world needs to hear this. It's more than just the shallow things. It's about the spirit. Don't forget that. Peace.